Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my singles looking for love or confirming a love today. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides for some evidence, some clues, some energy, anything that's coming towards you. I do have some charms and initials. I'll be using those as well. I have been using my Halloween cards, which I've been enjoying. So sit back, relax, just listen, manifest along with me. Welcome back, everybody. This is for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. It is a collective reading. Take with you what connects to you. Leave the rest for everybody else, as you know. And let's call in our guides now and see what we have. Let's see. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is going on around us for love? What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know and hear? Send us loving messages. Send us loving energy. I am listening for you now. I have a firefighter. I don't know. It could be somebody coming into your life that, of course, is in the service of some kind. But it was more of somebody to help you put out the fires in your life, okay? That you have a partner out there that when something happens, it's like, oh, I got to put out this fire. My car broke down. My phone's not working. I got to put out this fire. And you've got somebody that comes to the rescue and says, I'll help you. Come on, let's go do it. So it came into me more like that, but it could be somebody in the service. It could be somebody who wears a uniform, they're saying, okay. I have priorities. Okay. They're trying to work on their finances. All right. This is somebody building up a life for themselves at this point. They are building wealth. Okay. So they could be saving for their future, pensions, investing money, trying to build a business, something like that. So their priority is not their main priority, but a priority in their life is building wealth. And that's something that they're focusing on. It's not a bad thing. Okay. I have summer. I'm going to say I love the beach. I've got this beautiful beach energy. I love the beach. I love the summer. Maybe they're not too happy that we might be heading into. Now, some of you may be heading into summer soon, so you could be meeting this person in the summer. Others of you are coming out of the summer and heading into winter, and they're kind of getting depressed because they like wearing shorts and flip-flops, and maybe they like the summertime weather better. You complete me, missing puzzle piece. I always love that energy. It's you don't realize what you're missing until you find the person. So there's a sense of I feel whole, and I feel like I do have my other half. And sometimes you just feel like, it's a match made in heaven, or it's we fit together so well, something like that. Spirit, please share with me. I have at work. Maybe I'm meeting this person in a work environment. This feels like I work at home. You guys could be colleagues. Maybe you meet through like a Zoom meeting or a big kind of virtual meeting, or you're talking virtually. Like there's this part of me that feels like I didn't necessarily meet this person in person. That's why I'm feeling like it's a visual. So maybe I meet this person through some kind of collaboration at work, but it's through a group chat, like a Zoom meeting would be the best way for me to say it. I have a bookworm. Sorry, that's my New Hampshire accent coming in there. Let's see. I've got this intellectual energy. I like to read. I also like the epiphany going off with the light bulbs in this card. So I have this kind of an epiphany, or the light bulb is going off that you could be the one, or there's something about you. So I also like that energy. But I like the intellectual quality. I think a lot of people out there that I think if you connect intellectually, you really have a deep connection. Yeah, physical's great, but being able to talk to somebody about anything is so important. And somebody who's at your same level, spirit's saying. So you either have the same interests, same hobbies, you like to do the same things. One of you could be a very avid reader, or you listen to books on like audio tape, something like that. I love the outdoors. I love that. This nature lover. Maybe we love it together. We like to hike. We like to go for long walks. If we're going to go on a vacation, we're going to go somewhere that's, the national parks or Grand Canyon, or somewhere that it's, gorgeous and it's just nature. They're sharing with me Alaska for some reason. It's almost like I want to go on a cruise to Alaska. So maybe that's on somebody's bucket list. Let me know in the comments. It was almost like I'm going to Alaska. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I find you very sexy. That's important. Okay. It's can you be a nature lover and find each other very sexy? Also. I find you sexy. I like that. That's important. I think that's important. So we have an intellectual and a physical connection already happening. I have an Aquarius. Get a couple more of these. I have a sweet tooth. I have an ice cream cone. So I love ice cream. It could be my downfall. I'll do anything for ice cream. I have an Aries energy, and I have a lot of synchronicities in this connection. So we're going to start with that. Let's see what our cards are saying. Spirit, what is it that you need me to know about this connection? Where are we headed for my singles? I have a 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. They have like a reflection, so I'll try to be nice to you here, because it's maybe we're picking up the reflection. I have a 5 of Cups. They're just kind of etched. 5 of Cups. I have a Page of Wands. Oh, I love that page. I love these cards. These are one of my favorite decks of all decks. They're just line drawings, but there's something about them that, because there's no images for me, they force me to use my intuition more, because I'm not influenced by any images. And they push me. I just love this. I love this deck. Spirit, please share with me. And I have a Hierophant. That Hierophant came into me as definitely the same belief systems, but it came into me as I always believed I would find somebody that was perfect for me. So it's the person who doesn't give up hope. It's the person who believes in a higher power. I believe in God. I believe in heaven. I believe that the universe is working for me. So when you come into their life, I feel like they're going to be very grateful. I do. I feel like they are going to feel like you're sent from above energy. So that feels good. I don't feel like life has been easy on either one of you. I feel like there have been they're saying good times and bad, okay? That we've had good years and bad. I've been disappointed. I've had heartaches, but I've had happy years too. So I feel like we just compare notes about, what we've been through. And I feel like this is a conversation about the most difficult time in our life. Like, what was the most difficult for you? What was the period of your time or age of your life that was really a struggle? And I feel like we have something very in common with that, whether it's loss of a parent, they're saying, or God forbid, loss of a child, loss of a partner. Okay. So there's a very difficult period of time. And I feel like we have similar paths on that. I really loved this little Page of Wands, and I mean, I know it's not a person, but if you look at it, it's like, I feel like I'm standing up straight and proud. It's not even a person, it's just an image. But I feel like I'm standing up straight and proud. I'm proud of myself. I honor myself. I respect myself. This person has high self-confidence, is how it's coming into me. I feel like they are, they know they're a catch. They know they're a catch. And I feel like, I don't think they're arrogant about it, but I feel like they wouldn't settle for anything less than somebody that's in their league. So that I do feel the confidence coming straight through. I have a Chariot. I like this wheel. It's almost this kind of wheel on a boat to me. And this person is going to steer the ship. Okay. Not that you don't have a say in it, but this person will be the person who makes the plans, who pushes things forward, who keeps it consistent, who keeps it going, who sees a vision, they're saying, and wants to move towards that vision with you. So you've got a planner energy here. You've got a little bit of an overachiever energy too coming into me. These feel like wings, and it's almost a feeling of I'm taking off. I'm taking off in my career at this stage in my life. I'm building wealth. I'm building success. So yeah, there's a sense of this person could be like at the peak of their career. They're really, doing really, really well. They've worked hard to get to where they are, something like that. I have a King of Cups. They said, I've been holding back, waiting for the right one. I do believe that. They've probably been throwing themselves into a career, building a business, something like that. They have been holding back, waiting for the right one, because they know that they were going to catch somebody decent. They know that they want to be with somebody decent, and that decent is you. So this king it's almost like they've been saving themselves. Doesn't mean they're a virgin. It just means that they've been saving their heart for the right one, or they've been saving, I don't know, all this energy. They don't want to waste their time, waste their energy on somebody that they didn't really have feelings for. If they're going to be with somebody, they're going to be all in. That's the good news. And I have a Six of Wands. That came in as I'm going to catch you. I'm going to make up my mind to be with you. They're definitely I can see where I'm going. I know what I want and I can see where I'm going person. So I don't feel like they hold back. I really don't. I'm not feeling hesitant. I'm not feeling insecure in any way. Nothing like that. Spirit, what sign may they be? So we got a couple other signs already. Let's see what these guys say. I have a Scorpio. This could be you too. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I have a Libra. I have a Cancer. I have a Virgo. And I have a Sagittarius. So we'll just grab those as signs. And I think my charms have some signs in them today also. Spirit, what is it that you need me to know about this connection? Any clues, feelings, evidence? I have hope and big water. Look at, what has she got? She's got kind of like a telescope. Like, see how she's got, I don't know if it's technically called a telescope when you hold it up to your eyeball, but you can see in a distance with it, like not quite a binocular, but one thing. It must have a name. The number 36. I have hope. She's got an anchor. She's holding onto the anchor also. So it's a feeling of I want to be with somebody that I feel safe and secure with. I see a future with you with looking through that scope, like where are we headed? Where are we going? So I do have great hope with this connection. I'm happy about the potential. I have a main female energy, divine feminine energy, the number 2. So I have this beautiful divine feminine energy coming in. I like the word that's coming in is poised. You can see that she's got She's dressed in, I don't know, mid-century 1800s or something, but it's a sense of poise and grace. So this person could see you as elegant. They could see you as sophisticated, intelligent, polished. It's a feeling of polished and poised. So I think they're attracted to that for you for that reason. I have the number 3. I have marriage. You are definitely somebody I could see myself with for the long term. You're the quality of person that I want to be. You're marriage material is how, sometimes spirit says it, right? So and they could be marriage material too. Not everybody's marriage material, you just might date them, but you'd never marry them. So marriage material. And I have the good Lord. So this is coming into me as the belief system. Just this feeling of God is good is how it just came into me, that I'm grateful. There's a sense of gratitude on both sides that I have everything I need. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I couldn't ask for more. Do I have everything I want? Not necessarily, but I have gratitude. So this person's very grateful for what they do have, and they talk about it. I feel like that's something that, I'm grateful that my parents are still alive. I'm grateful that my children are healthy. Grateful I have a good job. I'm grateful that my body is healthy. So there's a sense of gratitude all over. So that feels good. Spirit, please share with me. Let's get some not charms. Let's get some dice. I have my big bowl of tarot dice and tiles today, and I have my letters. So let's grab a few dice and give these a roll. And let's get a handful of tiles. Okay, okay. And let's see what they have for you. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, hold on. I don't want that to fall. Let me zoom in. Okay, a little bit closer. And let's see what we have. Okay, so the first thing we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10 of wands. So we already had a 10 of wands, which was we shared that those stories about what is the most difficult days of your life, and we got to know each other through those, and we have some kind of journey that was similar. So something that we can compare notes. I have a 2 of wands. I'm just thinking ahead. Okay, I'm only thinking ahead. I'm very optimistic, they're saying. So I'm just thinking big picture. I'm thinking about what it is that I want. I do have a hanged man. So this is somebody who's patient, and it feels like I've been patiently waiting for you. Again, I wasn't going to waste my time. I'm not interested in just bouncing around. So it had to be somebody special. It has to be somebody that's kind of worth it, otherwise I'm not going to be in it. I have a tower moment. So after an ending, could be on your side, it could be on their side, comes the new beginning. Here's my sun. So somebody's coming out of an ending and somebody has been waiting. So it could be on your side or their side. Let's see what the letters are. I have the letter I have a W. I have an S. I have an R. I have an H, an X, the letter T. I have an S. I have the letter L. I have an E. I have the letter A. And I have an I. Okay, so some of you may be connecting to those. Maybe we got somebody's initials, or we'll just keep our eyes open for some of those initials. So those are your dice and miniature tiles, all kinds of fun stuff. And let's see what else they want you to know. Spirit, what other energies are around us today? What is it that you need us to know about this connection? What is it that you want me to hear today? I have a romance. Romance surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. Yeah, there's a sense of courtship, and I know that that's an old-fashioned word. I want to hold you in my arms. I want to dance with you. I want to get dressed up. I want to date you. You know, so there's a sense of courting in this connection instead of just like hookups. Meetups, hookups. It's a sense of, you know, I want to treat you, you know, with respect. I have a surprise, a romantic surprise. I do feel like there's a day they'll get on one knee. That I feel like there is, you know, for some of you, maybe that's not what you want, but I'm definitely predicting on a psychic level anyways, a future, for some of you, a future proposal. I definitely feel the whole shebang, you know, down on one knee. Wanting a life with you. Okay. I definitely feel that. So that could be in the future. So for those of you that do want that, we'll just put that out into the universe at the end. I have a friendship. This connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into a romance. You could have a crush on somebody that maybe it's not turning into anything. So maybe we are asking spirit, should I move on? Should I be looking for something else? But it could also, I always like to think that your best friend is your partner, the person that you would marry, the person that you do want to do things with. I have a wedding. I feel like you've got this gorgeous, I'm going to say a prediction. For those of you that are trying to manifest a wedding, a spouse, Spirit's letting you know that it's still out there. It is out there. And there's a sense of courtship, and there's a sense of, I want to be with you, and there's a sense of intellectual connection and physical connection. So it is out there, and we're just going to keep asking Spirit to bring it our way because we believe in it. So Spirit, what else do you want me to know today? I have a King of Cups again. So I have this beautiful, I wasn't going to give my heart to just anybody energy. I have an Eight of Pentacles. I think you're going to be proud of the work they do. There's a sense of, they could, you know how sometimes people have careers that I'm proud of my person. You know, they have a really good career. They built themselves up. They work really hard. People admire that career. So there's a sense of I'm proud of my person for how hard they work or how well they've done. I have an Ace of Wands. I can't deny the passion. No denying it. I think you will feel that right from the beginning, and that will probably be the spark. I have a Lover's card. Look at these two trees. They're in love with each other. Yeah, I mean, it's a sense of fall is in the air. I like the wise owl, but I've got this Lover's card and this King of Cups that is telling me that I didn't want to be with just anybody. That could be you saying that. That could be them saying that. Nobody wants to settle. I think that everybody deep down inside, you know, they want the real deal. And is that what Spirit's trying to tell us? That, you know, the real deal exists. The real deal is out there. This is a soulmate connection with somebody who is emotionally available and who has been waiting to put their whole heart into the person that they want to put their heart into. So, you know, sometimes we just have to wait, unfortunately, for the right one to come along, but they do. They do. All right, let's get some charms. I have this beautiful bowl of charms today with some numbers. So the numbers may connect to some of you. Maybe the numbers are birthdays or something important. So we're going to start with some of those. Let's grab a handful of these guys and do those. Okay, so I have the number 2. It's the 222 going around the triangle. So 222. I have the number 1. Number 6, 6 days. And I have, that was the number 11. And I have the number 9. Okay, so we'll take those. Excuse me. And let me get a little pinch of these guys and see what comes up. All right. See what's jumping out. Okay, so I have, this feels like a Cancer survivor. So I could have, somebody could be a Cancer. Maybe that's the hardest days that you went through. That certainly would be. Somebody could have, you know, yeah, my sister struggled, my mother, sharing stories. So we have people connecting us that are Cancer survivors, cancers in our family, something like that. So we're both very supportive of that. That feels like that's what that is. I have a cage with the door open. They're saying that it's more of a, I don't ever want to feel like somebody's controlling me or holding me back. And it's more of a sense of my freedom and independence is very important to me. I don't feel like this person is ever going to put you in a cage. That's not the energy. I'm feeling a very intellectual person who probably understands relationships very well. So it is a sense of independence and freedom, you know, that you will have that in this connection. So I think that that's important. I have a little cat. It looks like a little tabby cat, a little orange cat. So maybe somebody has a tabby cat. So that's cute. Okay, I have a bottle of wine. Little bit of a, yeah, I'm definitely a wine drinker, but I feel like it's the same wine all the time. You know, the person who likes a certain brand, they like Chardonnay, they, you know, they know the name of a wine that they always ask for. So it feels like I drink wine, but I drink the same wine all the time. So that feels very specific. Maybe that's something that is a clue. I have a cupcake. So we had the ice cream and now we have a cupcake. I like dessert. I feel like I work out. I feel like I don't have a weight issue because I work out. And if I want dessert, I'm going to have dessert. So I don't feel like I don't think both of us say no to dessert. I think both of us have a sweet tooth. So that's maybe something we enjoy. That's okay. Nice. I have a Statue of Liberty. I'm going to say one of us or one of our family members comes from, went through immigration, became a United States citizen. You know, you could be second generation, something like that, but maybe your parents have cultural, they still have an accent or they still have family somewhere else. So it's more like that. It more feels like, you know, we're connected to the United States, but we're connected to another country as well for family. So that could be on one side or the other. I believe in love. I'm going to say I'm very grateful. Going back to that grateful. I never thought I'd meet somebody like you. I never thought that love would arrive. I never thought a love like this existed. So I feel like your person is really going to be very grateful to have you. What is this guy? Hold on, I got to get my little pinchers. I can't really see what's on this thing. Let me see. Oh, they're stars. They're shooting stars. Okay, so they're shooting stars. Make a wish. I'm just going to say make a wish. They're shooting stars. And I have a beautiful sun. So a new beginning. And I have a 4-leaf clover. And I have the color blue. Part of me feels like that's a baby boy. I feel lucky that I have a child. I might have a son. Maybe I say that. I'm lucky that I have my son. I'm lucky that I have at least one child in this lifetime. Maybe one of you have had a child. So that's like my pride and joy. I feel like that's important. Okay, so here are my charms. So those were fun. And we've definitely got somebody with a sweet tooth today, which is easy to do, easy to do. Let's see what the loving messages are. Let's see what they want to, whoops, go back. Let's see what they want you to know about this connection. Spirit, what are the feelings around this love? What is it that you need me to know? I really feel like overall, almost like I gave up on love. I hate to say that. I always hoped this would happen, but there's a part of me that says I was kind of giving up on the idea that I would find somebody. And then you came along. Like, that's how I feel like this reading is coming together. So, surprise, surprise. Okay. Just when you think it's, not coming, spirit has a treat for you. And that's how we have to look at it. My mind is telling me no, but my heart is telling me yes. Maybe it moves fast. Maybe we fall in love very quickly and say, I'm falling in love too fast. But your heart is saying, I don't care. I'm a grown person. I know what I want. So sometimes when you're older, you have a tendency to move things a little bit faster. I can't picture my life without you. That I do agree. I definitely agree with that. I want to have kids. For some of you that, am I going to meet somebody that would like to have a family someday? This person, we had the real deal. We had, predicting a future proposal. So, if kids are part of the package, then kids will be part of the package. I feel you're my soulmate. Your love has me looking crazy. I feel like it moves a little fast in the beginning, and there's a little bit of maybe I should slow this down, but then I don't want to. So that probably is happening. I love this. There's a you and me forever. That's what's happening. I finally found you, and I do feel the forever love. I really do. Let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. How gorgeous. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolinsPsychicMedium.com, and check out my other two channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel, and I'll put the links to those channels here on YouTube in the description. I hope you enjoyed your singles reading today, and we're going to ask Spirit to guide you this love now. We'll see you soon.